Hey guys, what's up? So, here's the situation. My day has gone completely south. Well, the thing is, it was a great day, as far as my client and my client's dog, is concerned. Great day, right? I mean, oh my God, she feels amazing now. I mean, she was just mad at the skin here on her neck. The dog I groomed today, the skin here on the neck, I was telling her owners, it felt hard to the touch. It felt hard and bumpy. Oh my God, so there was just a lot of extra work that needed to be done today. And I think I really think it has to do with the weather, how crazy it was. Because it felt like spring, and then all of a sudden it got super cold. And then it's warming up again, here in Georgia. So anyways, I set my alarm clock for 5:30 this morning. Hey, what's up, Janice Place? So I set my alarm clock for 5:30 this morning. I woke up this morning and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. My plans today, everything I planned today has just not worked out. I just couldn't do it. Oh my God, yesterday it was chest day. So I pumped my chest and my tris last night, and I got to the gym a little later than I wanted to. So, I mean, starting from last night, things just didn't work out for me, right? The way I planned. Hey, what's up, Jen? Yeah, I got you. Hi, Drew, what's up? So, this morning, I was for sure, when I went to bed last night, I was thinking, okay, 5:30, I'm gonna hit that alarm clock and I'm gonna just, start the day hard, walk the dogs, make myself a healthy breakfast, and I'm gonna, accomplish, like seize the day, right? I'm gonna carpe diem, baby. So I went to bed last night feeling that way, feeling pumped, motivated, right? And then I woke up this morning, I just couldn't do it. Oh my God, I couldn't do it. Oh, my body was just buzzing. I was like, oh, I can't. So I turned off the alarm, and I didn't really mean to. Hey, what's up, Triple Lotus? Oh, I meant to hit snooze, but I think a part of me in the back of my head was thinking, snooze only buys me 15 minutes. So I just turned it off, and I went back to, I laid back down, and I was out. My cat was like tapping me on the head. Pat, pat, pat. Now, that's when I woke up, and I was like, what is this tapping? And I was like, Christopher, thank you. 7:30, I woke, okay. What's up, David T? Does this seem like deja vu to you? Didn't this happen last? Yeah, right. What's up, Debbie Wolf? Hi, I love you too. Thank you. Wow, why wouldn't I? You love me, I love you, right? Anyways, so I couldn't do it. I just woke up at 7:30 this morning, right? I was supposed to be at my client's house here at 9:30. I told her I would be there between 9:15 and 9:30, and with traffic coming from where I am, it takes about an hour and a half. So I gotta leave by at least 8. It's 7:30. So I wake up and I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. I wasn't gonna rush and start the day in a panic. So I breathed and I was like, I'm already running late. I've already, kind of not accomplished the things that I wanted to accomplish today. The walk with the dogs this morning, making a healthy breakfast, stretching, all of that stuff. And I was like, I can feel bad about it, I can beat myself up about it, or I can just move on, right? And just do what I can do from this point on, right? So I fed my dogs, I let them out, fed my dogs, changed their water, and I was like, I'm really sorry, guys. I'll walk you when I get back. And what I did is last night I signed up I signed up at Toastmasters, my Toastmasters club here in Brookhaven. So I'm a member now, and I signed up to do my first speech, the icebreaker speech, right? And I made some notes. I left my notebook and my laptop at home because I was thinking I was planning on being done about a few hours ago, right? I was planning on being done around 2:30. The amount of work that needed to be done, I got done at 5. But like right now, what time is it? Oh my God! So. My original plan was, because I'm doing my first speech at the Toastmasters Club tonight, my original plan was, Toastmaster, yes, making really good toast, I hope, no, not really. Go with the flow, there's always tomorrow, exactly. So I'm learning to go with the flow. So, I was originally gonna get off a few hours ago, and then walk the dogs, change my clothes, so I look nice and presentable, and grab my notebooks and my notes that I took for the speech, and I was gonna rock it, right? I was gonna just bang it out. But then, because the time it is right now, if I drive home, I'll never make it to the club by 7. So I'll miss the club meeting time if I go home and grab my notes. So I don't have my laptop, I don't have my notebook, I don't even have a change of clothes. I smell like crap. Oh my God. So this is the situation right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat right there at Pho. I gotta get a bite to eat, right? So I'm gonna eat at Pho. It's called Pho Dai Viet. And anytime you got a crazy name like that, Pho Dai Viet or Pho Dai Loy, it's gonna be pretty good in my experience. It's authentic. Anyways, so I'm gonna eat some pho. I'm gonna try this place out. I'm just gonna try to remember as much as I can. I didn't even have time to rehearse. Oh my God. So you know what though? You know what I told myself? I barely remember other people's icebreaker speech. It's a 4 to 6 minute speech, right? It has to be 4 to 6 minutes. At least 4 minutes, no more than 6 minutes. So, but I was thinking about it. I was like, how many of the other people's icebreaker speeches do I remember? Was it that big a deal for me? Not really. You know, even if they did horrible, which nobody did, I mean, it's not like I would remember it and make fun of them. And the people that did amazing, I mean, yeah, I wrote some notes down, things that they said that, you know, really kind of resonated with me. But it's not like it's not like I keep thinking about it. You know, I just realized I'm making a big deal out of nothing. It's just my icebreaker. It's just my first speech, you know? So I'm just gonna get up there. I mean, 4 minutes should be nothing, right? I mean, you know, shoot. Some of my live streams go for like 2 hours, you know? Shoot, I could ramble on for... Anyways. Crystal says, seems like there's always something, right? Yeah, I mean, that's what life's about. I think life would be boring without challenges, right? Oh, there's Nicole. Yay, finally made it to live chat. Super late. Oh, it's cool. We're about to end up. Bye, Nicole. No, I was kidding. David T, be mindful, breathe. Clear your head. The important notes will come to mind and flow naturally. Yeah, that's what you think. But the reason why I joined Toastmasters was because I was doing a workshop for pet owners, free. You know, because I didn't want to charge anybody. You know, because I'm not I'm not like a professional speaker or presenter or anything like that. You know, I'm not. You know, I'm just a groomer. You know, that loves what I do. So, anyways, I had this like 2-minute intro all memorized and rehearsed. I kept rehearsing it even on the way there in the car. But then, as soon as I got up, got in front of the audience, I saw the eyes looking back at me. And I froze. I forgot everything. So that's why I realized I need to work on, you know, public speaking. So that's why I decided to join Toastmasters. Anyways, Jennifer McKenzie says, sometimes it's better to go off your memory rather than going from your notes. It sounds more natural. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna talk about so the title of the speech that I put in, because you have to put your name in the title of the speech. So the title of the speech is going to be called Obliviously Rich. Obliviously Rich. You are obliviously rich. That's the title of my speech. Because I kind of felt like it was a nice play on words, because it sounds like obviously, but you know, you're not obviously rich. You're obliviously rich, because you're rich, but you're oblivious, you're unconscious, you're unaware of the fact that you're rich. And I had some examples. You know, I was going to talk about how our brain, even the sophistication of our brain, you know how many like processes that has to happen even for just this to happen, what I'm doing with my hands and talking right now. You know, so much is going on in our brains. It's the most sophisticated piece of technology known to man, right? It's more expensive than, it's priceless. I mean, you can get the most expensive computer, the fastest computer that you can find out there, thousands and thousands of dollars. It still doesn't compare to our brain. So You know, we just don't know. We just don't know how incredibly rich we are just by, you know, just the things that we have right now. But anyways, and I was going to talk about the golden Buddha, how, you know, how we're all golden Buddhas, you know, covered with clay. And then, you know, out in Thailand, they were moving this big clay Buddha that they thought. When they're moving it, it dropped and it had a split down the side. And that's when they found out that it was a solid gold statue inside. And they didn't even know. It was just laying out there in plain sight, right under their nose the whole time. And the only way they found out was it broke. But by breaking it, they discovered what was inside the whole time. And we are all like those golden Buddhas, priceless inside. But we've been drugged through the mud, you know, life. Sometimes people throw mud at you. Sometimes they drag you through the mud. Sometimes you just fall and you get muddy and dirty. And sometimes we just forget, you know, what we've known all along since we were little kids. I think sometimes it's easy as we get older, we just forget that we are precious, every single one of us. We have something priceless inside of us. Sorry, just a long day. But anyways, yeah, I mean, the ideas, the creativity, the unique solutions that you can come up with to problems that other people don't even see. I mean, this is priceless. So the thing that you have inside of you that is so priceless, like the golden Buddha, that, you know, the solid gold statue inside, but it's more precious than gold. It's called your soul. Your soul. And you don't want to sell it. You don't want to sell it to anyone, for anyone or anything. Don't ever sell out. Because here's the thing. Let's just say that you had this, you know, a basketball-sized diamond. Let's say it was passed down in your family generation after generation, and no one ever sold it because it's priceless. It's valued in the billions, right? And so it's in a safety deposit box in a, you know, big-time New York bank, you know, in the vault, and you know, and that security box has your name on it. It was passed down to you from your fathers, you know, fathers, great-grandfathers. Would you sell it? If you were in a bind, would you sell it? You know, what if you had a business idea that you wanted to get off the ground? Would you chip off a piece and sell a piece? Because here's the thing, once you start chipping away at it, the first time is the hardest, right? Then your other family members might want a piece, you know? Your uncle might have a business idea, your brother, your sister, you know? So, David T says, quick question, if it's priceless, how is it valued in the billions then? Well, that's the thing. I guess if you were going to value it, it would be in the millions or billions, kind of like a Jackson Pollock painting, you know? So it's really, the value really would be in the person the potential buyer. But to find a diamond that big, you know, let's say it was like it came in a meteorite or something, fell in your great-grandfather's farm, and that's how he got it. That's how it got into your family. You know, that's how your family came in possession of it, and it's been passed down generation after generation. Would you sell it? You know, I mean, I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't sell it, no matter how difficult things got. You know, I would never pawn it off. You know, for even for millions. You know, because after you get the millions, then what? Remember, Judas got the money. Judas got the money. You know, let's learn from the example of Judas. Judas got the money, but he was so unhappy with himself. He was so unhappy with what he had to do to get it, who he became to get it. He tried to give the money back. I think he was trying to maybe buy his integrity back, maybe buy his conscience back, you know, maybe buy his soul back. I don't know. But he tried to give the money back, and when they wouldn't take it, he felt so miserable. He took his own life. You know, like, wow. Learn from the Judas. Don't ever sell out. You know, don't take the money. You know, be true to yourself. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your ideas, in your dreams, you know, in your goals. David T, I don't think I'd be able to sell it. Would eat me away, always wondering what happened to it after exactly. And so then that's the thing. As long as you have it though, you're rich, right? Even if you were sleeping on a park bench, all of a sudden that park bench doesn't seem so miserable, right? It's like, hey, I'm just on vacation and, you know, on this park bench, you know, because I know I'm rich. I am the owner of a basketball-sized diamond, you know? Debbie Wolf, you are such an inspiration for me. Thank you so much, Debbie. We're inspiring each other, really, because I needed this. I really needed this. I was feeling a little down. I was feeling a little anxious and nervous. And I was kind of kicking myself even a little bit. Like, why do you always do this? You know, like, why don't you plan better for things? You know, like, you know, that's why you always fail. Things like that, you know, the negative self-talk. But you just gotta, I don't know about you, but for me, what's really helping me these days is just practicing acceptance. It is what it is. I know that sounds so cliche. Everyone says it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But really, it is what it is. What are you gonna do, you know? Can't change the situation, you know? Just gotta do your best with what comes. I can't not change the circumstances. I can only control my own emotions and how I respond to everything, right? So, shoot, this is already 16 minutes. Shoot, I got 4 minutes. I got 4 to 6 minutes, no problem. I just gotta make sure I don't ramble on. Oh my goodness, I tend to unload. You know, like, what if it's like they have a green light and yellow light when you're getting close, and then a red light when you hit 6 minutes and you have 30 seconds to wrap it up? Oh my goodness, what if I keep going? And then it's like, and another thing, and then one more thing. Oh, and you know what I thought about last week? Nicole says, my best work and speeches have been unplanned with boatloads of anxiety. Okay. Angela Simmons says, as long as you get there safely, good for you. Okay, perfect. Exactly. As long as I get there on time, safely, right? Nicole says, use your anxiety to your advantage. And not just my anxiety, I'm trying to be realistic about it, right? And just look at it for what it is. I bet even if I bomb tonight and I start shaking, and I'm like, you know, and I start sweating, I bet the very next week, probably nobody will even remember. You know, like, I bet nobody will really even care that much, you know, about my performance tonight, you know? Putchster95, hi Jane, how are you? I'm doing good, thank you. Wow, have a bright morning, sir. Oh, it's actually evening over here, Rajesh, but you have a good morning, sir. You know what? They do allow us to record. I'm not sure if they will let me stream my speech live, but what if I ask them? I will. Will you be recording it at all and go back to yourself to listen to it? You know what, David? I mean, you and I, we're like telepathically connected or something. We're vibing, because I was just thinking that. What if I ask them tonight if I can record it and stream it live on my YouTube channel? I'll just ask them, see what they say. You know, if they say no, we don't really want to stream it live, or whatever. I have seen people put up their cell phones like on a little tripod thing and record it. I think maybe it is so they can watch it themselves and, you know, kind of use it as like study material or something. But yeah, maybe I'll just record it and then upload it later so you guys can see how I did. Start shaking and stuff. Anyways, we'll see. But anyways, that was the gist. You guys already heard my speech, you know. That was kind of the gist of what I was going to talk about today as the icebreaker. How, you know, we are all obliviously rich. I'm talking super rich, baby. We just don't know it. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Oh, Arahesh, if Dave falls apart, just try to glue it back. I guess, yeah. But you know what? You can try to glue it back together, or maybe you could pick up the broken pieces and create a whole new beautiful work of art with it, you know? Oh, man. So I'll end with this. It's just kind of reminded me. There's a, not Barbie, Tinkerbell movie. So, you know, Peter Pan's Tinkerbell. So Tinkerbell has her own series now of movies. You know, probably direct to DVD. I don't think it went to the theaters. But anyways, there's a lot of Tinkerbell movies. And one of them was about springtime or the harvest or something like that. But anyways, they had this moonstone, right? And she was supposed to make a staff with the moonstone, and by accident she broke it. It fell and it shattered into a bunch of pieces, right? And so it's destroyed, right? And they even said like, oh no, everything's ruined now. The harvest is ruined. And at the end, and I don't mind ruining the ending for you guys, because I doubt any of you guys were like eagerly waiting to watch this Tinkerbell movie. I don't think I'm gonna ruin it for anyone. So but in the end, Tinkerbell takes all of the broken little pieces, all the little shards, and she makes this beautiful staff, like a tree or something with it. And all of those little pieces of the stone, instead of that one solid big stone, because they were so small and there were so many of them, it made it even more pixie dust than the original stone did. And so it worked out even better. But anyways, yeah, if your day falls apart, instead of trying to glue it back together, you know, let's be like Tinkerbell and create something even more beautiful out of it. Anyways, Vicky's David T says, good luck, you'll either do well or learn something, never a failure. That I like that. Vicky Hamilton says, you got this, June, just act like you're talking to us. I know, but it's a little different. That's the thing. It's like, I thought I would do well in front of people, and I thought I was a good public speaker, especially when I was in high school, when I was younger, when I was like going door to door and witnessing, and I was like, you know, preaching, and you know, I was my senior class pastor in high school. I went to a Christian school, and so I would do these sermons in front of these big churches, 300 people one church. I mean, and I didn't feel that nervousness. I really think it's because I believed in my heart. I really was convinced that the Holy Spirit, that God was speaking through me. So I think it kind of took the pressure off of me. Because if I did a bad job, it's the Holy Spirit's fault, right? Maybe that was why. But now that I don't know, I got in front of that audience and it was about dog grooming. It's something I'm passionate about. But I don't know, the eyes looking at me and, oh no, the pressure. I don't want to waste these people's time. I don't know. I froze. So it's a little bit different. Jen Halbert says, you're a great speaker. I'd pay to hear. Wow. I'd pay to see you speak. Wow. You don't have to pay. You just come to this Brookhaven Toastmasters meetings on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. But yeah, maybe one day I'll get paid to speak. But if I have any hope of that happening, I have to polish my skills, and I have to be willing to be bad at it. I have to be willing to go and just mess up and embarrass myself even and look bad. I have to be willing to go through that if I ever want to get good. So I'll see you guys. I'm gonna eat some pho. Pho Dai Viet, baby.